Hey there, happy Red Shirt Friday. Oh, and I think, is it true? This is the last Friday of January. Where did all our time go? We just started the year 2020. Is it working out for you? Are you getting everything? No, we have one more Friday left. So that's because I probably just need to end my day. It's been a long week. I had to go to conference in Orlando, so I'm kind of like all over the place, but I'm going to go ahead and try to get through all of this information for you. So what would I be? Let's see. What would I be? What is that? Oh, my English is terrible today. So first off, for all of you guys that bought a house in 2019, it is almost the end of January. That means you only have about 30 days left to file for your homestead. So if you have not filed for homestead yet, y'all need to get on it. Don't wait till the last minute. In fact, you guys can even do it online now. I don't know what's wrong with my camera today, but so I think I mentioned it last time where I had said that y'all need to go ahead and get your homestead done. You need to make sure that your address is matching your license, and you should have by now received packets. If you did business with Skates Realty last year, then you would have received a homestead packet. It would have given you instructions. For those that, if you're 100% disabled with the veterans, you guys, I think you have to actually go in yourself to show your documentation, but then once you file, you will not have to pay taxes on the property, so that's super awesome. But make sure you file for your homestead. You only have till March 1st, and I remember last year I got a lot of calls like February 27th, 28th time frame, and everyone was kind of like getting a little frantic. You don't want to miss out because your homestead, that's going to save you money on taxes. And we all know we can spend money on something else like maybe paint or windows. But if it's your primary residence, that's the house that you claim as your forever home here in Florida, you get a tax benefit and it reduces the amount of your value so you can save money. Now, it can be up to $50,000, and that's a big deal because your taxes, especially if you are on new construction and last year's tax was only on the land, so it was about $700. This year's taxes, you're looking at probably anywhere from $3 to $6 grand. So you may want to look into your homestead. So I'm going to keep talking about that until March 1st because by then it's going to be too late. So you want to make sure that if you've closed on it. Also, from what I understand it, but you're going to have to contact and speak to somebody there at the appraisal, because if you had started building a property, you have already bought the land, you've purchased the land, and you started building your own house, not through a builder, but you were actually dealing directly with the bank and you've already purchased the land. I'm not totally sure, but I was told that you could possibly be able to still file for homestead because the house is going to be complete and you had already started it. So double check on that. I had left a message with someone and I haven't heard back yet, but you know, if it can help and I can help somebody, then go for it. We did have a couple of clients last year where they purchased land and then they started building their forever home on that. So you may want to save some money there because, you know, you could use the rest of it on paint or maybe beer because y'all are just having a moment. Because if you ever had to build a house, woo, it's stressful. Okay, so tomorrow's the day. The Sea Cadets are going to have their Green Swamp ride. So please, 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 registration's at 8:30. Come on down at 8:30 to the American Legion Post in downtown Claremont, 1063 DeSoto Street. And there's also going to be breakfast. So the Sea Cadets are going to be there. So if you have questions about what they do or their projects and why they're raising funds, come out, support your community. You're also able to see what the post looks like. They're going to have breakfast for you. For those that are going to join the ride, kickstands up are about 10:30. You're going to go about a 100-mile ride in the Green Swamp area. You're going to have one stop, and then you should be back by 1:30, and that depends on how long everyone takes at the stops. And then you'll have lunch back at the post. So $5 for breakfast, $5 for lunch. And then if you are going to participate in the ride, it's $15 for the rider and $15 for the passenger. Usually I'm the passenger because then I can just take photos and videos while I'm on the bike, because y'all don't want me to be doing that while I'm riding. So hopefully we're going to have some great weather, because I know I say it all the time, we can't stop on a dime when we're on a bike, and if the road is super sandy or if a car stops in front of us, the motorcycles cannot stop. We don't turn our wheel, we kind of push down on our handlebars, so it's totally different riding a motorcycle versus driving a car. So y'all just need to be respectful. Just look twice, save a life, y'all. I mean, it's the weather out there where we can ride motorcycles all the time. So remember, the Sea Cadets Green Swamp Ride, the Legion Riders are helping the kids out. This is just one great way to help your community. And remember, that's part of a veteran resources and just veteran communities that we support. Now, last week, I think I mentioned, you know, what's the difference between the American Legion Post versus the American Legion Unit? And the unit is always for the auxiliary. So we have the American Legionnaires. So those are the veterans that have served in the military, male or female. Then you have the sons. So those are the sons, the grandsons, a male member of the Veteran Society that are able to join, but they did not serve as a veteran themselves, but they can also join the Sons as well and have dual members. Then there's the Riders. So you can be a member of the Sons, the Legionnaires, or the Auxiliary, and then you can join the Riders. And the Riders group is just a group that just rides. So, I mean, there's always, and remember, you see motorcycles going down the road, they're always raising money for something, someone, they're trying to bring attention to, and of course, plus, it's Lake County, y'all. It is absolutely beautiful to be able to ride on your motorcycles. So, then we have the auxiliary. So it used to be that the auxiliary was only the mothers, daughters, and granddaughters. In 2019, we finally had it passed where we had if you had a male spouse and the only connection to the military was his female spouse, then they had nothing to join. So we finally got the auxiliary to be able to open up and allow men and women to join. So now, if a male is married to a female and she is a veteran, he now has a place to join with the American Legion, and he can be an auxiliary member. So now, of course, the Legionnaires and the auxiliary and the Riders are both male and female, which is awesome. So back to why is it post and unit? So the American Legion was chartered in 1919 by Congress as a patriotic veterans organization, and it was focusing on veterans, veterans' families, service members, the community, and it kind of evolved from, I guess, World War I, where a group of veterans got together and they wanted to do something, and so it was a fundraisers and just promoting. Then we had the auxiliary. Now the auxiliary is full force in spirit of service. It's not self. Their main mission is to support the American Legion, but also the veteran community, the veteran families, to children and families and their community. Now, if we did not have a Legion post to attach our charter, the auxiliary is still its own entity, and we can run on our own as a unit. So that's why, just a little history of the post and the unit, because you'll hear it in different ways. We'll always adopt, the auxiliary unit will always adopt the same post number as the legions, so you can know where their location is. But sometimes they can meet anywhere else, they can do things any place else, and that's how we can set up and support the community. We do our own fundraisers, we do Wreaths Across America, Poppies, and about 13 other different things. And you probably don't always hear about it because I only do a few things. Y'all already think I'm a volunteer and I don't work for a living, so I can only do so many, but I try to help out kind of like the riders. I want to get some attention to them. Then I would love for y'all to support the post itself. So again, if you're wanting to come down or come out and see what the Legion looks like, again, I want y'all to remember and let everybody know this is a non-smoking post. Some of y'all have told me even this week you'd love to come out and check out our building, but you're allergic to cigarettes, you don't like the smell. It is a non-smoking post. It is a brand new post. In fact, we still smell like paint. So we would welcome you to come out here, support us. Our fundraiser is going to be raise some money to help us put a screen on the building. So we're still raising money because the building, we've just built it, but we're still needing supplies and things like that. Now that's going to be February 15th. That's going to be from 4 to 9, and we're going to have music. We're going to have drink specials. I believe we're going to have food specials, but I'm not sure just yet. So far, we have a chicken parmesan and pasta salad and bread and desserts for the dinner. And if you want to come out and volunteer, we'd absolutely love it. We do need some door prizes for not only, I think, the Sea Cadets Green Swamp, but for our fundraiser for the screen patio on the 14th. I'm sorry, on the 15th. And on the 15th, we're going to have a little photo op area so you can take some photos and have some fun. And we would really love for you to come out and support us. Remember, we support our community, and you know, you're able to come look and see. We've actually started opening up our meeting room for a couple of meetings. So I can't remember which ones we've got coming in out there. I kind of went blank, but we're allowing them to use the meeting rooms right now, which is perfect size, and there's no smoking, so that's even better. So we've talked about Homestead. Oh, next week, next Thursday, I believe, we've got the National Commander going to come out and visit Post 55, so that's super exciting. And then February 2nd, we have the Super Bowl party at our post. Can you believe we're already talking about February? Goodness. But, you know, the year's going quick. I hope you got everything written down for your schedule. Now, for February, I think I mentioned it on Wednesday, we've got the Southern Sisterhood Society. They have a fundraiser, and that is going to be supporting some local, I want to say it's the Haven House, but I got to double check because I think I keep saying that wrong. But the money is going to stay here. That's going to help local teens and families that are having some issues, and we want to make sure that they're taken care of and they don't have anything else to worry about but going to school and getting good grades and just listening to the teachers. And then we're also going to have the the department president, Ann King, coming out. So that's going to be super exciting for us because everyone wants to come out, check out the building, see what we're doing. We've been, even though we didn't have a building, we were still supporting our community and getting things done for our veterans and our area. So we talked about the difference, and I was hoping to give you our numbers for Homes for Heroes. I don't have our numbers for that, unfortunately, because we're still tallying them up. So I'm going to get that for you. But I'm not sure if y'all remember what we do as far as Homes for Heroes. And I was trying to find my notes, and I kind of lost it. I always tend to lose it. It seems like I'm all ready for the video, and then boom, I've lost everything. But we were able to kind of... Homes for Heroes, that's where I was. We support the area, the community. We support when we're doing real estate. Our office does property management, and a lot of people have gotten our company confused, and I'm not sure if it's because I do a lot with the veterans and the American Legion, and they think that our office only does military, or maybe they thought that the Homes for Heroes was only military. But I want to kind of clarify it because I want to also send you our numbers too. So Homes for Heroes is a group that I work with as far as attaching it as a partnership with Skates Realty. Let's kind of explain it that way. And our company assists you with purchasing a house. Now, we don't sell anything. We're just kind of educating you on the process. We help facilitate the sale. We help you if you don't understand your credit, if you've never bought a house, if this is your second house or vacation homes. We have agents that work here that get additional education, and they're certified in certain areas. I have one that does only new construction. I have one that only does 55 plus communities. I have one that does land, luxury, golf communities. And then of course the Homes for Heroes, that's where we assist with, we'll call them grants, I guess, but you don't have to pay them back, and the financing. And when you're buying a house, first of all, there's so much information out there, you're totally confused. So we meet with them in the office, and a lot of times they're able to come here, sit down with us, kind of go over their goals. We look to see if when their lease is up, we look to see what's going on, if there's where their funds are coming from, how to understand their credit and how it affects their purchasing power, what money they have in savings that they can use as savings only, and then what money do they have to purchase a house. Now, we're totally committed to serving the American heroes, and we maximize all of their savings on that particular home. So if you qualify for a VA loan, we're going to take that amount and we're going to see what else we can connect it with, and then we're going to try to stretch it out. It's like getting a gift card and you're going to the store and you want to see how much you can get that gift card pays for, so we're going to stretch it out. So from our company, Skates Realty, we actually give anywhere between about $1,500 and I think we've gone up to about $3,500 or $4,200 that we give to you to purchase your house. Now you can do that when you're buying a house, selling a house. We have partnerships where if you're refinancing a house, you're going to be able to save on the entire real estate transaction. And it's just our way to say thank you for your service. Thank you. And this goes to teachers, firefighters, law enforcement, and our healthcare workers, and of course our active military, our reserves, and our veterans. Now, you'll hear all these different programs in the area, and I just want y'all to know that we are part of the Homes for Heroes. Now, we guarantee the most savings that goes out anywhere. So if someone says you're able to save $250, I guarantee you we could probably save you $2,000. Not saying anything different, but you want to make sure that you get the right program that works for you. Now, our partners are lenders, title companies. We have taxes, because you're gonna have to pay for taxes, but you also get to save taxes when you own a home. And then there's all other different companies that we work with that they will give a discount, and they not only give a discount or an assistance, but we know that they are going to do a really good job for you because we've worked with them consistently and they know how important our Homes for Heroes clients are. Now, hopefully by next week I'll have your full numbers, because we've been doing a lot of different things, and this year was one of those years that just kind of blew up and we got to able to help so many people. Now, Skates Realty, we've been a member of Homes for Heroes for 10 years now, and that's a super huge thing for us, because when I looked at the numbers as we're totaling them, I was kind of surprised, because I'm not a franchise, I'm not a large company, we are a small independent group, but we're supported by you, the community, and you have helped us help so many others just by sharing the word and letting them know that we participate in that program, and these people are able to get and use the grant, and these grants you don't have to pay back. You don't have to live in a house for a certain length of time, and you can use it as often as you like, of course, as long as you use our company. So I can tell you that as a whole, there's about 2,000 members of us, and as a whole, since we've opened, we've helped over 33,000 heroes, so that's huge. And then we've given back about $55 million. That is super awesome. So I'm hoping to be able to get you those numbers, because I thought I was going to have them, but like I said, there's 2,000 of us, so we're trying to get all of our numbers together. So I'm going to get that available for you. And if you want to learn more about the Homes for Heroes program, we always have a Homes for Heroes rep in our office. And then I did want to tell you about what we were able to do. Now, these numbers I do have for you. So when you see all these other companies and you and I try to make sure that you understand that Homes for Heroes is the one that's the national, and we're the original, I guess. We have a foundation, and every time you utilize the Homes for Heroes agent, like my company, we also participate and donate a portion as well to the foundation. And that, again, is it's our way of giving back to a community. So if you're a firefighter and you use my office, you get to receive a grant and you get to support your fellow firefighters, because we're going to be able to donate an additional amount to that foundation, and it doesn't take away from you, and it doesn't it just doesn't take away from anything. So last month, we gave away $25,000 in grants. So let me see here, because I forget. So where'd it go? So the Houston Professional Firefighters Association Charitable Foundation, they received a $5,000 grant. And then we had the, I believe this is the, let's see, this is the National Volunteer Fire Council, and that's for fire, EMS, and rescue, and we gave them a $7,500 grant, and that was to assist the volunteers and firefighters and EMS. And then we did the, whoop, can't open that one, and this one looks like the, see, it opened up before, and of course now that I'm trying to do my video, it's not opening up. And this was for the firefighters office? So where'd it go? But they received, this was for their disaster relief fund, the firefighters grant, and they received $12,500, and that was for the, what was it for here? Here it is, the Firefighters Association, and then the Fraternal Order of Police Foundation. I knew I was going to get it wrong. So the Fraternal Order of Police Foundation, they received $12,500, and that was to support the members of the officers in need. So a total came out to $25,000 in disaster relief funds, and that was just our December. So when you donate, when you use our offices, and again, there's about 2,000 of us, know that you're supporting your fellow police, fire, and EMS. So that's just a huge thing. So I'm hoping to be able to have those numbers for you by next Friday. But if not, I know I'll definitely have it by February, because that means all of December will be done, and anything that was trickling in through January will be done. So if you have any questions on that, we will be in the office on Saturday. We've got a couple of people that they're tenants right now, and they want to see if it still makes sense for them to continue to rent and then purchase a house. Because if you're going to be moving and relocating within the next 2 to 3 years, sometimes it doesn't financially make sense to purchase a house unless you know you're going to be able to come back, because there's a lot of tax consequences. And I'm not a tax accountant, I'm not an attorney, and I'm not giving you legal advice, but you definitely want to double check and make sure that you have those conversations. And we always work with our tax accountant here, and she does give a discount to the military veterans, and her husband is a retired firefighter. So, all right. So I've rambled enough, and I'm trying to think, was there anything else that I need to do besides give you our what's today? So, it's Friday. It's past happy hour, or no, we're in happy hour. So what better way to appreciate Beer Can Appreciation Day? So in, what was it, 1935, the Cone Top Company introduced the bottles that fit into existing liners for convenience for small breweries. Then in 1963, the pull tab was created by the Pittsburgh Brewing Company, and that revolutionized the beer industry totally. And then, so however you drink your beer, what kind of beer, I like to go to Growlers. They have like 100 beers on the wall, and they have some sangrias and some what do you call them? I like to get the, they have this, I forgot which one I like, but they were out of it the last couple times. But it was pretty good. They have all different types. And then, of course, they have root beer for the littles. And then we have a couple of downtown breweries, so you can support them on National Beer Can Appreciation Day. So isn't that kind of funny on a Friday? But Kruger Brewing Company from Richmond, Virginia is the one that first came out with a 4-ounce steel can holding beer. So there you go, y'all. This weekend, we do have, oh wait, nope, this one's still today. So today is also National Compliment Day. So first of all, for y'all to kind of celebrate National Compliment Day, be sincere, because we can know when y'all are faking it, like, oh, girl, that haircut, it looks good on you. That's not a real compliment. Like, oh my God, that hair looks awesome. Great color, great cut. Gotta be true, because sometimes, and I don't know if you know this or if someone's ever mentioned this to you, but giving somebody a compliment, even a stranger, saying hi, smile, going, hey, nice outfit, or oh my God, that's such a nice blouse. I usually compliment shoes, I know, or purses, because you never know what that person is having their day or their mood, or maybe it's just been such a terrible day, and you smile and you compliment, and that brightens that person's day, and it might just cause an effect. It might make them feel better about themselves. They might have been nervous and they're getting ready to walk into an interview or walk in to meet somebody, or maybe you're at a conference and they're all there all by themselves. They don't know anybody and they're just feeling super scared, and first of all, it's a big deal for them to get there, so now let's keep them there. So networking, always smile, make it real. I know sometimes my Claire Bear tells me, tell your face, because sometimes I'm like, oh, what is that? And then I realize, oh yeah, hi. So compliment, make it sincere, tell somebody you like them, and Ron, he's always quick with a joke, and he always says he loves it when someone tells him, hey, you still have hair. Go Ron. Ron will always make you smile, and he's just an easygoing person. Now, Ron would totally appreciate this. So this weekend, go ahead and celebrate National Spouses Day. So National Spouses Day, I know that the divorce percentage is higher now than it used to be, and people would rather just walk away from a relationship, or they just, if it's too hard, or they get married too early, too quickly. So be thankful, and it's not a day for presents and like the crazy. I heard one day there was a push present. What the hell is that, push present? I don't know. Let's not ramble. But National Spouses Day, you're just going to appreciate that person, spend time with that person. Maybe it's to compliment them on that day. Life gets super busy, and maybe you forgot to remind them that you totally appreciate them, and then by appreciating them, it reminded you that you're super happy that they're there. So it's this weekend. I believe it's the 26th. I think it's Sunday, so it's dedicated for the well-being. And then 2020, everyone is talking about health care and a wellness and self-care, and that just smiling and taking care for, or taking time out for you or your spouse or your family, especially you. Stop, slow down. I still got to learn it myself. It's okay to take time off. It's okay to do nothing. I don't know how to do nothing, and I'm trying. And even if I'm sitting there and I'm trying to sit still, I'm probably reading a book, knitting for somebody, and watching TV. But that's enough rambling for me. So y'all enjoy your beer day today, your beer can day today. Enjoy your National Spouses Day this weekend. And don't forget to compliment somebody. And you don't need a day to do it, but to go ahead and do it for someone anyways. Pay it forward. If you have any questions on our fundraisers, if you have a fundraiser that's coming up, let me know, and I'd be happy to share it with you. And I look forward to talking to you guys next week. Hopefully I'll have those numbers for you. As always, I appreciate you guys. We're going to be having our monthly meetings coming up. We've got bingo on Thursdays at the American Legion. Come on out, take a look at the building, and come sign on and play a game. If you know somebody that wants to become a member, I know we were super confused about some of the paperwork, so if we kind of upset you because we didn't know Please understand we're still all kind of learning, and we'd be happy to invite you back. When I'm there, please feel free to come and speak with me, and I'd be happy to find out, because if I don't know, I will text somebody that does, and we'll get that information for you. If you have not been a member and you want to join the Legion or the Auxiliary, it's $35. If you are a veteran, your first year is free. And you just have to bring in a copy of your DD-214 and fill out the paperwork and pay $35. If you're transferring from another location, bring in your card, because if you don't have a new 2020 card and you don't have your little chip to, I don't have it with me here, you can't get into the new building, so you definitely want to make sure that you register, and at least come check us out during one of the games. Maybe bingo would be something that you like. I'm going to try to make bingo next Thursday. And I think that was it, y'all. Thank you for letting me ramble. Thank you for letting me share the information. Continue to send me that stuff, and I will share as often and as far as I can. Y'all have a wonderful day. I'll see you tomorrow at the ride. Thank you, and God bless.